Welcome to the Easy Shot assembly video. Begin by laying the mesh material out on a flat surface. At the base of the material will be a small flexible PVC tube and then 4 threaded cross rods in the various loops sewn in the material. The last piece is the PVC pipe with the rounded ends. Begin by taking a thumb screw and a small lock washer and a large washer and thread the first cross rod into the base of the unit, holding the rod level, ensuring not to bend or strip the bolt or the cross rod. Moving to the other side, complete the first cross rod assembly. Don't tighten the screws all the way at this time. Next, do the same for the second cross rod. Move to the other side and complete that one, and then we'll move to the rear of the main unit and repeat the process for the next cross rod. This one will be the one that's in the large loop that's underneath the material. The rear screws can be tightened at this point in time. Next, we're going to put the upright PVC clamps for the support rods. These are best used by stepping on them at an angle. They're positioned about 6 inches from the back of the mains. Repeat on the other side. If you use your hands to do this, make sure you don't pinch your fingers. It's best to just step on them. And then we'll lift the upper support onto the upright supports and push it down on there. You might have to tap it with a hammer. And then we'll finish the last cross rod for the back support. You can tighten these screws all the way down at this point. Next, we're going to put on a rear and a front leg. Make sure the angle of the legs are pointed towards the front of the unit. And again, we're going to use the same process by angling the snap clamps and stepping on them. These will go on much easier at an angle versus putting them on flat on a straight line. The front leg is positioned right about where the white line is on the net. Now we're going to flip the unit up and flip the legs towards you. And then we're going to repeat the process for the bottom legs. Again, stepping on them at an angle. Going to lay that one flat. Do the same for the front one. Make sure the legs are positioned equally on the mains. Cross support, again using an angle. And then at the top, pull it at an angle again. Clamp it down. It might be tight, and then push them so they're straight up and down. Repeat the process again using the angle, and then flex it again, put it at an angle, snap it in place, and then tap it or push it in place. Next, we're going to lift it upright. This is best done with 2 people, but 1 person can do it. Be very careful that the clamps don't come undone. And again, I'm going to lift it up by myself, but this is best done with 2 people. Then we're going to move and put on the front support. Again, this might need to be tapped into place. Might need to use a hammer to get it down. Now the next part is very important. We're going to put these snap clamps on starting from the middle, and we're going to pull the fabric tight, and then we're going to move from inside out, and as you put them on, twist to pull the fabric tight. This is a very important part of the process. This material must remain tight or the ball will not bounce right. So if ever the ball is not bouncing right, it's because this material is not tight. So after you put them on, keep on twisting them until you get that material right tight. So you go back and forth, keep on twisting. So that part needs to be smooth and tight. Then you're all ready to start hitting. If your unit stays in direct sunlight or you live in a hot weather climate, the front PVC pipe could bow a little bit. If this happens, simply remove it and flip the unit over, and then replace the mesh material and the snap clamps and continue using it. This is not a frequent occurrence. If it gets really warped, you will be able to order a replacement part through the website.